Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our final session, which is a keynote on empowering service industry by implementing AI-based opinion mining systems. And here we're joined by Dr. Maqbool Al-maimani, the Chief Operating Officer, ICT, Zawawi Trading Company, ICT Division, Oman. Well, a dynamic, motivated, and a highly qualified IT professional with proven track record in the IT field, over 27 to 30 years of experience in the areas of software development, system implementation and integration, project management, IT infrastructure management, strategic planning, and IT overall management related areas. Well, with more than 15 years of rich experience in the airline industry, handling large projects for Oman Air and Muscat International Airport. Very sound experience in coordinating with various airlines and aviation service providers for aviation-related projects, an energetic and a result-oriented IT senior manager with rich experience in IT management, planning, and leadership in delivering strategic IT systems that meet business objective. Well, with this, I'd now like to humbly invite on the screen Dr. Maqbool to join us. Thank you so much, Dr. Maqbool, for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to join the conference.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Maqbool, with this, the stage and screen is all yours. Take it forth. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. So, at the beginning, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. At the beginning, I would like to pass my regards to the conference organizers and to the attendees of this conference and the audience for this session. It's my pleasure to join and give this presentation on opinion mining. I'll be covering few important fundamentals and some concepts, and then we'll go through the important part of the presentation about the mining and extraction of opinions. And we will see what different techniques are available, including the artificial intelligence techniques. Actually, as you are aware, there are a huge volume of information on the internet, on the web, very huge. And when we can categorize those as facts and opinions, we find that many processing systems and like search engines and other text mining are mainly focused on the factual. Of course, there are systems, many systems coming up for the opinion mining, but still, we have huge information there and a huge volume of data and information about opinion mining, opinionated text. So we really require more effective and efficient system that can handle that. As you're aware, I mean, when we talk about facts and opinions, one opinion does not equal to many opinions. But one fact is equal to many facts. That's why it's easier for us when we are searching about facts to find easily, but it's difficult to do that for opinions. So what is exactly opinion mining? It's actually a relatively new field. Has been there for a few last years. And it's mainly extracting and analyzing and classifying the opinion of people. As you're aware, we express our opinion on daily basis on different solution, products, positions, covering political, economic, social. Actually, opinions is part of our life. And when we talk about opinion mining, there are the terminologies, there are used interchangeably, like sentiment analysis, subjective analysis, sentiment mining. These are all we can hear and we can find out on the web. So these are used interchangeably. So when we talk about opinion, there are different attributes that we can look at. I mean, the opinion, how it is expressed. What are different polarities and orientation of an opinion? And what are different components of an opinion? And how opinions can be expressed in different degrees and levels? And what are different types of opinions available? So we will see that. Actually, many researchers concentrated on opinions, mainly on adjectives and adverbs. But actually, opinions also can cover verbs and nouns. And this is what I have introduced, which is the Avan approach would like to introduce here. Of course, so adjectives like nice, good, beautiful, verbs, adverbs, nouns. If you say victory, victory itself as a noun can be an opinion.
So, Dr. Maqbool, sorry to cut in. I just like to.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I just like to say that the presentation on the screen is not moving. So, would you like to do it in the presentation mode? Because we're not yet able to see the slides ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
No worries. I just thought I'd intervene so that we can have a smooth presentation ahead.
Okay.
So, audience, just allow us a moment while we try to represent Dr. Maqbool's presentation on your screen. Meanwhile, we hope you all are having a great time at the World AI and RPA show. Yes, we can see
my PPT now.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I was talking about different types of information available on the web. And as we can see that there are facts and opinions, and many processing systems like search engine focus on the factual parts. But there are huge volume of opinion, as I said, on the internet, which is also required to be processed and to be searched and mined and extracted. The reason for that facts is easy to find out. One fact is equal to multiple facts, but when we talk about opinion, one opinion does not equal to multiple opinion. So that would create sort of a challenge for us to search and mine and extract opinion. So as I was saying, that opinion mining is there are different terminologies which are used on the web, and they use interchangeably, like sentiment mining, sentiment analysis, subjectivity analysis. So as I said, the definition of opinion mining is a field that extract and analyze and classify reviews of people, opinion of people, and find out whether these are positive, negative, or what is the orientation of such opinions. There are different attributes for an opinion. There are different polarities, how we express the opinion using different words, and there are different components, and then different ways and degrees to express the opinions. And there are different types of opinions. So, for example, when we talk about the different words, we can use all the part of speech. The adjectives, the verbs, the adverbs, the nouns can be used as an opinion. I have found that a few research, they focus mainly on adjective and adverb, but verbs and nouns also important areas that are important to look at. So, for example, now when we look at the sentiment analysis, if we can use that terminology, it's I hope you are viewing my screens, the PPT nicely. I mean, usually there are different classification. You can see the sentiment can be positive, can be negative, or can be factual. What we call it objective. So subjectivity means, as you know, positive or negative, and objective. These are the facts. For example, if I say this movie is wonderful, it's a positive, or it's a boring, it's negative. Or if I just talk about the factual things about the movie, then yes, it is. It's a fact. So there are different components for an opinion, which is to consider. An opinion have an holder, have an object, have an opinion itself, the aspect, the polarity. So, for example, if you look at for an example, this is a great book. So the opinion holder is the person who is talking about the opinion, and the opinion object is a book, and the opinion is itself is opinion. It's a great. That is the opinion. To just add to this, if we look at the Another example, John said that the battery life of this laptop is wrong. The holder is John, objective is the object is laptop, the opinion is wrong, aspect is battery life, which is added thing here. Opinion polarity for this is positive. So this is just an example. One additional things that we need to consider when we expressing opinion, people, they may express it in different degrees or levels. So many ways of express. I can say very nice, extremely nice, and so on. These levels are extremely important when we're considering and analyzing the opinions. So when we're considering about opinion degree, there are high degree opinion, medium degree, or normal degree, or no degree, or low degree. For example, when I say the meal extremely is delicious, so this covers, this indicates to the audience that it's a very high degree. I mean, the level of the opinion. Or the meal is very delicious. It's a medium degree. Or the meal is normal. It's just a delicious, or not delicious. It's a very low degree. So definitely, when we assign a score to these sentences, to these opinions, they varies. I mean, the first sentence definitely will get a very high score compared to the lower one. Type of opinions, we have direct opinions. We can just directly express our opinion about something or service. We can say this is nice pen. It's a direct and we can see it. Sometimes it's a hidden. People, they express their opinion in a way that is hidden. It's not written in our textual thing. Like this car moves like a turtle, means it's very slow car. It's not a, or a spam. Maybe we are saying something untruthful or fake about something, or sarcastic. It says in a different way, not in the proper way, in a funny or in a contrary way. Like I bought a car, what a nice car, or what a nice watch. I stopped from the first day. It seems, I mean, just we are saying that this is really a bad watch. So these are important here. So just these are a few definitions and concepts about opinion mining I thought I would start with, so that I will keep the people listening, give them some background about it. Now, for us to properly mine or extract opinions, there are some dictionaries have been put for the systems or for the computerized machine to use in order to build sort of intelligence. Actually, the machine or the programs that do the classification or the intelligent systems need some sort of information based on which they can base their analysis on. So we have Wordnet and Conceptnet and Wordnet. Actually, Wordnet is nothing than it's a lexical database which gathers all type of synonyms and group them together. Synonyms are opposite of the synonyms, antonyms. Okay, and they group them in groups called synsets. So each synsets have they're interlinked together. Whereas Conceptnet, it actually add the concept to the word. Because when the machines would like to learn or would like to classify certain reviews or opinion or sentences, then Conceptnet really play a very important role here, because it builds the knowledge about the different vocabulary and how they are related. When I say table and a chair, they are related together. Whenever a table comes, a chair should be there. When I say money, cash and coin, these are all related as a concept. So this type of domain and this type of knowledge is really built inside the Conceptnet. So the systems, opinion mining systems, use these such opinions. Specifically for opinion mining, the dictionary Wordnet have added an excellent dimension to this field, because it is extended from the Wordnet to the Wordnet. Wordnet added the sentiments, added the subjectivity for the word. Each word is presented into a number of senses. how it is used, the appearance, the condition in which it says. There are different ways you can use one word. For example, nice or beautiful or good. So this can be expressed differently. So each word also is given a positive score, a negative score, and objectivity score. And when we sum these scores, it comes to 1. For example, when you take the word beautiful, we can see the scores as you can see it on the screen. Actually, each word in the Senti Wordnet is represented in this triangle. We can call it as subjectivity or polarity triangle, where we have the positive, negative, we have the objectivity, and we exactly know where is the position of this word within that triangle. Is it close to the subjectivity part, or is it close to the objectivity based on the score of this word? So this is just an example for a word. If you search in Senti Wordnet for this word, estimable, so you'll find there are 3 senses for this available, and each word in each sense having its own different score. So it depends on the usage of your word. Accordingly, you can use the scores from the Senti Wordnet. I have given just quickly here a way of taking one example of beautiful. Beautiful in the Senti Wordnet can appear in different senses. I just taken an example, 2 senses here. The condition domain and the appearance domain, and each has its own P positive 0.75 and negative 25 and negative 0. It has no negative score. And the other sense is 620.625, and the objective means objectivity part of it is 375 and negative is 0. So this is one way of calculating the score which I have proposed here, but the different methodologies are there. I'm just taking the objectivity part and try to take it as a percentage and reduce it from the positive score and then present it. So in this case, if you take the beautiful at the end, if I add 2 senses and divide it by 2, and after we remove the negativity, it comes around 70. Of course, when you say very beautiful, most beautiful, extremely beautiful, then the score will go high depending on the degree in which the opinion was expressed. Now, moving from there, we find, as I was saying, that there are hundreds or thousands of review sites and portals which allow people to express their opinions on different things, on airline, on different services, on restaurants, on movies, and different ways. This is a sample data set for an airline industry. I worked many number of years within the airline. So I have taken just a snapshot of few reviews which has been expressed by the few people who are traveling on different flights. In this example, one is going from Muscat to London and expressing what he or she experienced. The second one from France is going to Kuala Lumpur via Muscat and expressing what his experience regarding the cabin crew, regarding the food, and so on. And the third one looks like somebody is taking his mother to Umrah, and then he is so much happy that his mother was a wheelchair, but it was they were treated her very well. These are all opinions that are we use to extract. It's help the industry and the airline industry to know how they are doing on different elements. I will take you for a quick example. So based on that, we do sentiment classification. Sentiment classification actually done on document level, sentence level, aspect level. Aspect level means you go to the detail of the sentence and understand what is wrong, that will give you more strength for the opinion. Like in this case, the call quality of this phone is good, but its battery is short. We are talking about 2 aspects here, the call quality and the battery. One is negative, one is positive, one is negative. It's maybe more accurate when you do it on aspect level, but there are different ways of doing the classification. Classification, actually, now when we move slowly and we have this huge volume of data on the internet and we'd like to classify, there are different approaches. One approach is using lexicon or dictionary based, and the other one is using artificial intelligence, machine learning based. In the lexicon way, I mean, this is there's an algorithm. We take we read the review and we divide it into sentence, and then we go to each words and then remove the numbers, the dates, the years, the names, and we keep the actual words, and then we take those words to Wordnet and see whether these are really subjective words. And you can easily find that because there is a positive and negative scores. If a word having a positive and negative, then it will be a subjective. But if it has 0, 0, and it has only objective, then that is objective. Then this way we can find out, oh, this is an opinion. So this is what I explained just now. I don't want to go through it. It's a process of using natural language processing techniques, part of speech. They call it post-stagger, where they do the removal of unnecessary words, and then they do sort of a process called stemming. Stemming is basically converting a word to its root, so that it will be easier when we take it to the Wordnet, or take it to the Conceptnet, or take it to the Wordnet. We can easily access the word and understand in which concept it belongs, and what is its synonyms, what is it objective, subjective, and so on. Machine learning is another way of classifying. So machine learning is trying to imitate how the human think, and we try to build our human logic and human reasoning into a system, and try to allow the computer to do this type of classification and extraction. And actually, the studies show that the classification using machine learning, it outperforms even humans' capabilities. So in the machine learning, we have, in the machine learning, we have two types of techniques: supervised and unsupervised learning. The supervised learning is there's an intervention from a human being, where we do the data we label our data. We do the labeling and tell the machine that if you find this label, it means that, so that when we do the training, it understands, okay, when next time I find in another data set this type of labels, then it means that thing. Whereas the unsupervised learning uses machine learning algorithm to analyze and cluster unlabeled database. It does not use any labeling techniques. So when we look at the machine learning process, it starts like this. We need to, first of all, identify the features that we need to make the machine learn about, so that it can do the classification. Then we need to prepare our data sets, the two data sets, normal one and then one with label. I'm talking about supervised approach here. Then we need to also prepare the testing data sets. Once we do that, the learning process will start, and the machine will start learning the data sets based on the features and based on the labels that we have put in the data set. And accordingly, it will reach to a certain level, and then we will use our test sets. We will test it. We will test the learning process. We will test the learning process using the data sets, and then we can see that is it really learning or not, and then accordingly we can do some sort of an adjustment, and we can do some sort of error fixing. And then once it is the learning process is complete, and then we are confident that the system now is really producing what we suppose, then we build a model. We come up with a model, and then we take out that model and do some programming, input, output, and then we have a proper model which can classify the future data sets, and we are confident that it will do what is supposed to. So this is basically a few, an overview of the supervised process for why we are doing classification and extraction of opinions for text. Once we do that, there are different ways then we can record or save our, represent our knowledge. One way which I use in my research, you can present your knowledge in a vector. You can present it in a vector, and this vector or predicate will carry the objective, the object, the feature, the score, the degree, the opinion word, then which group it belongs to. Because when we do classification, we will base it on sort of certain industry specific data dictionary, which I show you now in a few minutes. So in this case, as you can see on the screen, we have the resolution of digital camera is very high. You can see that the object is digital camera, and then the degree is the feature is resolution. The degree is here vary, and the score. Let's take an example. Suppose it comes to 50, and then the opinion word is high, and the score 87. And then when we take that portion of vary and add it to the 87, that final score will come to 91.8. So that is sort of the opinion for that, and it belongs to that group. This is a data dictionary. This is a data dictionary for MENA industry. It's actually runs in 2 pages, and it depends from one company to another how they would like to build their dictionary. This dictionary basically says that I would like to judge my customers' opinion on these areas. For example, in this case, as you can see on the screen, I have put only 3 areas: the seat, the catering, the communication systems, and each have a sub point for which I need to really know the opinion of people about each of those areas. When I take a review and I do the classification and run my machine learning and then assign the score, I would like to assign a score for each area of this. How is my business class rated? How is my economy class rated? What is my seat comfort? Is it comfortable or not? Catering services. What type of beverages? Beverages by itself maybe 1 page. There are different ways. Food also, huge varieties of food and how it is served. We can have another area about cabin crew. Are they welcoming? Are they friendly? Are they talking nicely, helpful to the passenger or not? Communication system of the aircraft. Sometimes we take flights and we are not able to hear what the pilot or this saying. So the maps, is it really telling the passenger up to date? Where are we? When are we going to reach our destination, and so on? So this is a specific data dictionary for an airline industry, and we can build that for a bank. We can build it for a mobile operator. We can build it for a restaurant. We can build it, and then we put there whatever we'd like to judge our opinion against. So at the end, we will come to something called opinion accounting. What it does, opinion accounting, we will gather the score for each element, and then we sum it for each group. And then we sum the groups together and find out what is the overall score for my satisfaction for my airline. Not only that, I can also understand what is my score for catering, what is my score for my seat, what is score for my toiletries, what score I'm getting on my cabin crew, what score I'm getting on my how my aircraft looks like. For example, in this case, as you can see, we have 3 groups, and the groups coming up to 75%. It depends on my threshold. Maybe 75% for me is good at this stage, but it's not. Maybe I need to increase it. Maybe it's good for economy, but it's not good for business or first class. For first class, I need to achieve a score of 91 or 95. So it depends on what type of score I would like to assign for each area or for each industry. It all depends on your objective, business objectives, and so on. So this is actually, sorry, it's a very quick introduction about opinion mining and how we can use the AI techniques to empower the service industry and to make the service industry really make use of this important science so that it will help them address customers' need and produce more efficient products, solutions, services, so that it will meet the expectation of the end users. And it is an extremely important way of really improving our industry and our productivity. It's not, I just would like to add here, it's not only using opinion mining for the text part. You can even use it for the judging the body language, face recognition, voice recognition. Sometimes when you see a person talking about a product, you can analyze from his shape of his face or the tone of his voice or the way he moves his hand or even the sound. Is he happy, not happy? Is he hesitant or he just want to get rid of it and then just leave? This all is all data. It's all data and information that we need to analyze it, whether it is textual or video or whatever in whatever shape, because this is really a extremely important area which I believe we need to work on. And I believe there are many nice systems has come recently to mine and extract opinion and help the industry to really use this important field to come up and improve their services and product and solution. But I believe there is still a bigger room to enhance the research around this field and make it more effective and more efficient to address both the needs of the principal or the companies or the service provider and the need of the people who are the consumers or the getting the service, so that they can use this field also to express their opinions in a nice way. And then at the end, the service provider can do the betterment on their solution and product and services. Thank you very much. It is actually a very nice and lengthy topic. Cannot be covered in 10-15 minutes, but I tried my best. And thank you very much. I really thank the conference organizers for this opportunity. And if there's any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maqbool, for joining us.